guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a powerful conversation with the CEO of RIZE Token, the game-changing force behind RIZE Fighting Championship, one of the fastest growing name in combat sports. In this episode, we will uncover how RIZE bridging Web3 technology with the world of live sports, from crypto powered ticketing and PPV access to VIP fans, experiences, fighters, meet and greet, and even interactive fights night voting, all powered by RIZE Token on Solana. If you're passionate about blockchain adoption, crypto, and entertainment, and this real world use case that matters, then you do not want to miss this podcast. Let's get into it. Smash the like button and subscribe, and let's roll. Armando Gonzalez, welcome to the show.
How you doing today?
I'm great, Armando. So how are you? You good?
Excellent, man. Just enjoying myself here in Florida.
So I've already told to the people like what is this coin about and what is this token about. But if you can, in short words, if you can explain to people who are you, those of the unlucky person who doesn't know you, you can make you can wish them luck by telling them who are you and what is your token all about.
Excellent. So we Rise. My name is Armando Gonzalez. I'm the CEO of Rise, and Rise is a MMA promotion, kind of like the UFC.
Right.
Uh, just fights.
Mm-hmm.
We do fights here in the U.S. We haven't done anything overseas yet, but we're
Mm-hmm.
planning, hopefully in the near future. Um,
Exactly.
and so yeah, so we're just an MMA promotion. And my name's
Right.
Armando Gonzalez. I'm the CEO.
Right. So, what inspired you to create the Rise, and how did the real world asset tokenization in the world of MMA?
Well, that was it
Like
was
literally, I just wanted to know what inspired you, really.
it I saw everybody having tokens. Coins this, coin that, fart coin this, coin and that coin, and I'm like,
Right,
a minute, why not create a coin for Rise for us? I thought it was just going to be a cool thing to have, right? I didn't
right.
know about the use and what was behind it until I
Hmm.
kind of educated myself. I had a couple of guys that worked with us and educated me on what it was,
Hmm.
and so we got to thinking and we got to putting our ideas together.
Right,
And a couple heads is better than just one.
right.
We came up with different ideas for the token,
Hmm.
and just to put it all in really short terms, you can buy tickets to our event, our live events. You can get subscriptions, pay for it. Everything that you can pay for with cash, with us, you can pay with your token.
Right.
We are having a separate site that's going to be kind of like our token world,
Yes.
significantly at a better, at a discounted price from what the cash, site would
Mhm.
be.
Okay, wait. So the person who wants to watch the show, they have to buy token.
Right. So instead of paying with cash, like let's say, for instance, if you want to go and watch one of our events and pay a hundred
Hmm.
dollar ticket, uh,
Hmm.
we will give it to you at a discount if you want to pay with your
Okay.
token. So you can pay $80 with your
Right.
token.
Right. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now I get it.
anything on our site, anything that we sell, merchandise,
Hmm.
hats, you can do that right now live on our
Right.
app or on
Right.
our website.
Right. So if I ask like how many fights Rice had done until now?
Oh, we've done many. We've been
Done
active
many.
since 2017. We're usually doing events every 2 months or every
Hmm.
3 months, but we usually
Right.
have about between 6 to 8 events
Hmm.
yearly.
Okay. That is great. All right. So if I ask you, like, is there any one favorite person which you like, which you think he's going to be great in your fighting club. That one person who is your favorite in Rise.
Well, I have a lot of favorites, and
Okay, you can name all of them.
yeah, I have
You
a
can
lot of
name all of
favorites.
them.
So our fighters are pretty much getting into the game. So
Hmm.
they're new. A lot of people don't know these guys, but these are their
Hmm.
roots. This is where they start. This is
Okay.
where Conor McGregor, before he
Yes.
got to the UFC, he came
Right.
through an organization like us.
Yes.
So we promote the local fighters and
Hmm.
then send them off to the big shows.
Right.
Um, I would name a few, but we're kind of changing our
Hmm.
strategy, and we're
All
going
right.
more towards a league. So kind of like the NFL of MMA, or like the World Soccer League of MMA. I'm just throwing, soccer. Everybody knows
Yes.
soccer, right? And everybody knows
Yes.
the leagues. So we're creating a league. It's going to start here in the U.S. So it's kind
Hmm.
of like Florida versus New York, Chicago versus California, Los Angeles versus Dallas.
Hmm.
So we're starting a new platform and
Hmm.
pretty much starting from ground zero. So it's going to be all new fighters. Some of the fighters that fought for us previously will be involved.
Okay.
But yes, it's pretty much flatlined. It's a new structure that we're going in. So
So
it's
who are your top favorites?
of the teams or
Yes.
the fighters.
Fighters. Like
Oh,
of
I
the
mean,
team,
like,
of the Rise. First, we go with the Rise, and then we'll go of the fighters, like all over UFC and
well,
yeah.
we have like, for instance, name UFC fighters as well.
No, no, no. First of all,
No,
we will
just
go
for
for
us.
Rise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we have the Palm Beach Punishers, which is
Okay.
in Palm Beach, in Palm Beach, Florida, where we do a
Hmm.
lot of events there. So that's
Hmm.
got to be kind of one of my top teams right now that we're focusing on. There's the
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale Immortals. There's
All
the
right.
Miami Matadors, the
Mm-hmm.
Orlando Renegades.
Mm-hmm.
We have the what other teams do we have? The Dallas Destroyers, the
Right.
Atlanta Assassins, um, and quite a
Okay.
few. Those are the ones that I remember off the
So,
top of my head.
all right. So it's going to be specifically inter-US fighting championship like that, right?
Pretty much, yeah, like a league.
Right. You know what? In India, we have just same concept, but for cricket. There is a IPL.
Right.
The fan base of IPL is even greater than Super Bowl. So personally, if you ask me, I believe this is something big you are cooking,
Yeah.
something
So
big which is going to
so
explode.
so normally, when you're fighting and someone that's fighting,
Mhm.
you would get behind that fighter. But then throughout
Yes.
the night, you don't really know, and you cheer on the other fighters, but you don't really know the other fighters and all that. Right
Mhm.
now, with this concept, you're going to be the fan of the entire team, not just
Right.
the one guy, the
Mhm.
entire team. So
Team, yes.
it's like you're cheering for a team instead of one fighter. So
Right,
that's going
right,
to
right,
be
right.
the new concept of the team MMA.
Cool, cool. And who is your favorite MMA fighter? Not UFC, like MMA fighter, who you like the most? Like,
In our league, in
yeah,
our league, there's
in your
in our league there's several guys that have followed that are very good, and I think that are going to be better than where they are at right now.
hmm.
The potential to reach into the UFC and the bigger
Right.
leagues.
Hmm.
There's a crazy Cuban guy that's out of New York. His name is Lester Santana.
Lester who?
He's Lester Santana. He's a
Okay.
pretty good MMA fighter. He's from
Hmm.
Cuba. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing him and his future grow. There's another
Okay.
guy, South Florida in Miami. His name is Corey Jacobs.
Okay.
Corey Jacobs is a really good fighter as well.
Hmm.
Um, There's quite a few of them. Those are the guys that I, off the top of my head,
Right.
uh, that come to mind.
So do you think any of those guys will rule over UFC? Rule over, like in lightweight,
We'll get
heavyweight,
into there.
featherweight?
They
Yeah,
have
rule
potential.
means
They have,
dominate, annihilate.
yeah, yeah. They definitely have potential to get in there. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely.
Definitely. That's great. That's
Looking
great.
looking forward to seeing their future for sure.
Right, right, right. Are we gonna list like, see, my audience, my audience knows that, when the crypto token is not listed in, all major exchange, and, if you buy it before it explodes or it goes on the
Right,
centralized exchange, usually the exposure of coins goes up when they list on big exchanges, right? Like
right,
top 30, top 40 exchanges. Um,
right.
can my audiences know the hint? Are we going to list our token in some centralized exchange in
Oh
future?
yes, yes. We just announced CoinGecko, so we're listed on
CoinGecko, yeah.
CoinGecko, which is a big one.
Right, right.
We are in the process of Coin Market Cap,
Okay,
so that's another big one. Um,
right.
and we like I mentioned to you before, we're still under development, so I think we're going to take it kind of slow. But
Uh-huh.
leading into our event in September, that's when we're going
Right.
to see more of the exposure come out, because we
Hmm.
will promote it with our event.
Right, 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 right. So, like, do you have for Rise MMA, like, do we have any sponsors? Like, like if I talk about UFC, they have sponsors like Monster Energy Drink. They have sponsors like maybe Red Bull. Power Slap has sponsor
Right.
as Rumble. You know,
Yeah.
Rumble is
So
the
we
sponsor
have
of Power
we've
Slap.
had a few sponsors, but being that we're taking a break, we are
Hmm.
everything's gonna kind of be new because we're getting into more of a league now. One of our
Okay,
stronger sponsors is Celsius, the energy drink.
Celsius. Okay,
Celsius. They're
yes,
a lot of US, but yeah, we're going to be going after bigger sponsors.
right.
You know, big sponsors. I can't name them
Okay.
yet because we haven't inked
I
deals,
get it.
but
I
we're in the
get it.
process.
I get it. I get it.
Definitely in
So,
the process.
right. Can you tell my like audience that if someone is not investing in cryptocurrency, like let's say usually there is a orthodox psychology, of people that investing in cryptocurrency is scam, or investing in crypto is scam. If you are about to explain those kind of person what is cryptocurrency and how it is not a scam and how it is the new finance of the world, what will you say to them?
Well, I mean, you know, before I got involved with this, I had to educate myself on a lot of
Hmm.
things. I knew about crypto, I knew about Bitcoin. I was one of those skeptical guys, hey, Bitcoin's at $300, you want to buy some invisible money,
Right,
invisible
right.
dollars. As it evolved, it's gotten to where the point is now, where it's
Hmm.
going through all the securities and all the places where it needs to become a reality, right? And so
Right.
now people are starting to see, Bitcoin rising, and others like Solana, um, Ethereum,
Hmm.
XRP. So all this, a lot of people would have to educate themselves, and go
Right.
get a little more deep into it than just, hey, it's cryptocurrency, it's invisible money, but it's a digital
Uh-huh.
asset, where dollars
Uh-huh.
are not going to be around in the future,
Right, right,
and
right.
people are
Exactly.
gonna it's going to be, you know the kind of like making the penny disappear. Like we have
Hmm.
a penny, a 1 cent. uh,
Right,
People barely use that anymore, so I think that the penny's going to be gone soon, but it's going to be more digital money around. But
right,
yeah, definitely, it's not going away, and it's more than likely going to be the future of our currency.
right. Okay, we choose like you specifically choose the base. Like your smart contract is on base, right?
Solana. Yeah.
Is it on Solana?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. It's
you
we
choose
built it on
Solana.
Solana. Hmm.
Okay, right. You are built it on Solana. So why you specifically choose Solana? Why not other blockchains,
That well, I know that there's a lot, and
right?
I chose Solana because it was the easiest way to do this,
I don't
and
know why, but President Trump and you are alike. You both of you choose one.
I don't know why, but hey, we chose Solana, and we'll see what where we're headed. But
Right,
it wasn't for a specific reason that we chose Solana. It was just something
right,
that we saw, and we saw that it was an easy build for a couple of our developers. You know, uh,
exactly.
and hopefully that was the right choice.
Right. Exactly. Donald Trump here, the president himself, creating a token of him, his meme coin, we can say. You can see right here, like if you know fighters, so you might know Andrew Tate as well, because he is a fighter, right? He gets
Yeah,
exposure
yeah,
in the internet
yeah,
so much. He knows where
right.
to get at. So he
Yeah,
created his meme token as well. You can see here, like all the person are creating their meme token rather than utility token. So, what do you think? Like the marketing of the coin matters the most, or the utility of the coin matters the most?
being that I know about it, obviously having a utility, having something behind the coin
Hmm.
than just like air, not
Air,
like
right.
what I'm not knocking anybody's coin, and I'm not
Hmm. Yeah, I get it.
making it bad, but you know,
Yes.
like say for instance the Trump coin,
Hmm.
what you know by just owning the coin makes
Hmm.
it, so yeah, the marketing is huge behind those, right?
Hmm.
But what will you do with that Trump coin? There's really not
Hmm.
anything that you could do
Could do,
unless
yeah.
they ever in the future develop something, a utility for it. We are a utility, so we have tangible things that you can purchase with your token. There is going to be things that you do with your token that you know will help you make money. You
Right,
invest in the company. You can
right,
own, there's a lot of stuff that I can't really talk about what
right. I get
its
it.
utility is, but the
Hmm.
basic utility right now that we have is to purchase tickets, purchase subscriptions, purchase merchandise. Phase two of our utility is going to be rolled out soon, and I can mention a few things. NFTs,
Yes.
betting process of betting
Okay,
between
it's
fighters
it's
and betting between teams.
that is great. So you're gonna be make a portal where people can bet, for fighters
Yeah,
in by Rise, right?
yeah. You can tip fighters. Hey, if you like a certain fighter and
Hmm.
you love that fighter and you want to see him grow, and you can sponsor that fighter. You can tip that fighter for the night.
That is great. That is
So
great.
there's a lot of stuff that you're going to be able to do with the token.
That's amazing.
So
That's
there
amazing,
is
Armando,
an actual use for the token, right?
for the token.
Instead
Yes,
of,
exactly.
again, I'm not putting any coins or anything down, but fart
Hmm.
coin, like what is, there's nothing behind
What
it.
is
You know what I'm
nothing
saying?
behind it? I know.
You
I
know,
know what you're
um,
saying.
so we actually have a tangible something
Hmm.
that you can do with that coin,
Right.
with our RIZE coin.
Hmm. I have one more question. Like, why does the few of the utility coin in the market they don't succeed, like why they don't grow, and why this meme coins takes over to them? Few of the utility coin are doing better, like they are in top hundreds and they are doing best. And but why? I don't. If I wanted to ask you, like why, few utility token does not do well? Is that for marketing or what?
I think it's behind the marketing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, uh, Marketing to the mass.
Hmm.
So the reason why those meme coins grow
Hmm.
is there's guys that are work in those markets,
Hmm.
and they traded,
Right.
boosted up to the top and own it. And that's how they make money. It's a
Hmm.
it's an easy way to make money
Right.
for those traders. Um, but there's also scams that people. I'm
Exactly.
learning all this lingo now. They get rug pulled,
Yes. Hmm.
and people lose a lot of money because it is a tradable. It's like a trade. It's like like a stock exchange. So the
So,
coin goes up, the coin goes down,
mhm,
the coin goes up, the coin
right.
goes down.
Exactly.
The more investors you get into it, so right now the exposure that we have is kind of like not that great. And the
Hmm.
reason why is because again, I'm more of a tangible person. uh, you can go and buy our coin now. It's easy. You can go download our app, which is on
Yes.
Android
Play
or
Store and App Store.
Apple Play Store and App Store. You can go download it. It's RizeX or Rise,
Link
and
in
you
the
can.
description, guys. Link in the
Yes, yep,
description.
it's in the link tree. You can go to any
Yes.
of our links, and
Fights. Yeah.
you'll see it. Um, but you can go there, download the app, and buy the token. A
Hmm.
lot of people, a lot of non crypto people don't know how to
Hmm.
buy tokens. They don't know,
Hmm.
because sometimes you got to go download this and download that in
Yes.
order to,
That. Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
to get it
Total
in on
mess.
that coin, and they make it difficult for a reason, so that you can
Hmm.
get in there early and buy the token early. But we
Right.
made it pretty easy. You can go download our app and click on Rise, purchase the Rise token, and voila, you can link your credit card
Oh
or
my
link
God.
your wallet to it. So
Okay.
we've made it pretty easy. Our next step, our phase two, is still in development, and our three is going to be that the marketing and advertising.
All right. All right. All right. So can you explain me your roadmap? What will the Rise is at, and what the Rise roadmap is like? Phase one, two, and three, like and four as well.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, phase one was us to make it a reality. What can
Hmm.
you do with this Rise token?
Hmm.
So, you can go and purchase everything that I mentioned before: merch,
Yes.
tickets, gifts. Phase one was completed about 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Um, we ran into a couple little things, a couple hiccups, but those have been fixed. But now going into phase two,
Hmm.
like I said, we're going to create our own token world where everything in the shop, everything in that side of the website or the app, you're going to be able to use only your token for this, which is, again, betting, NFTs, um, VIP tickets to get into our events. There's going to be sections in our events that are only geared towards our token
Right.
holders. So they're going to get the special VIP
Hmm.
access to that kind of stuff if you're a token holder.
Okay.
Um, so and then phase three is going to kind of be more the tidying everything up, making sure everything's working,
Hmm.
and what value, creating value for that token. Uh,
Right.
and and that's you're going to start seeing the advertising and the marketing for that
And
token at that
listing.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. 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 And okay. If I wanted to ask, like, is the Rise is going to sponsor any of the player who is in UFC in future? Are you going to do that? Like you sponsor any of the player? They wear shots of that particular.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, those guys are all locked into their own deals with
Mhm.
the UFC, and they've created this bubble that's impenetrable. So
Yes.
uh, the UFC is the UFC; that they're untouchable.
Hmm.
There's never, they've created the roadmap. I'm just following that roadmap, and we're
Hmm.
creating our own UFC. So we're
Hmm.
creating our own league, and within our league, you're going to be able to do all that,
Okay.
interact with fighters, talk to fighters, go into special VIP sections and get autographs from those fighters and all that. Sponsorships are going to be available.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that's in phase three, which is going to be leading into our September event.
Okay, let me make this highlight. So if let's say I have a company and I wanted to sponsor a player, I can do it with Rise, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Oh, that's great. So, local, I mean, the companies across as well, they wanted to do some, sponsorship. So
Oh
you
yeah.
should
Yeah. Yeah.
check the app. Yeah, right?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And sponsorships are we need those sponsorships.
Right,
That's
right,
where
right.
that's where all of this is going to come to play.
That is
You could be in India
genius.
and sponsor one of our fighters. You
Right,
could
right,
be
right.
in other parts of the world and
Mm,
sponsor, certain fighters. A lot
right.
of our fighters are international fighters. Like I
Okay.
said, one of my favorite fighters is Lester Santana, and he's
Yes.
Cuban. So
Hmm.
people from Cuba are going to be able to send him, sponsorships
Hmm.
without being here in the U.S.
Right,
So that's another into phase three. That's when we're going to start getting into that.
right. Great, great, great. Are you a fighter yourself? Like,
I used to be a long time ago.
used to
you
be.
see all you see
So,
all these gray hairs, man. This is
yes.
yeah, I'm old.
Yes, 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 exactly.
The
So,
fighting, I leave that to the young men.
oh, that's great. That's great. Like the mafia boss, go shoot for me. That's all.
The
Right?
young guys take care of the business.
Yes, exactly. If what like how you select the fighters? You go by yourself or like how it is like?
We have matchmakers. We have matchmakers that go visit the gyms and have relationships with those coaches,
Hmm.
and they go in and watch the fighters and
Hmm.
hey, yeah, he's got skills, he can come in, obviously different weight classes, but
Right.
yeah, we build relationships with different gyms,
Uh-huh.
and coaches and management.
Right. If some guy wants to come in Rise, like who wants to, take over in MMA or wanted to start their journey in MMA, what should they do? Like if they wanted to come in Rise?
Are you asking this for yourself?
No, I'm not asking.
No, there's
Maybe
yeah, we entertain people, we entertain those questions because a lot of guys don't know how to get involved, and
get involved.
they
Yeah.
yeah. um but yeah, I mean the best thing to do to get involved in something like that and involved in
Hmm.
the MMA game is you got to go get training first. There's
Hmm.
no there's no MMA fighter that can just come in from the streets and be the best in
Hmm.
the world. They got to
Right.
train. You got to know how to build your skills in the game,
Hmm.
because if you don't and you're just a street fighter, I'm sure you've seen some videos out there that say
Right.
street fighter versus MMA fighter, and you'll always
MMA
see
fighters.
the
Yeah.
street fighter on the floor.
Yes, 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 exactly, exactly.
For
So,
sure.
if I wanted to ask, like, if you have saw like, basically, who is your favorite MMA player in UFC? If I wanted to ask you like that,
I think you know this, and it's probably a
who?
lot of guys. Conor McGregor, man, that
Oh
guy's
my
a
God! Oh my
that
God!
guy is a
That's great.
marketing and advertising
Right?
guru. If you want
Great.
to be the best in the world, obviously you got to have the skills, and
Right.
you gotta go train. You just don't
Hmm.
wake up overnight and become a Conor McGregor. You do
Hmm.
have to have the skills. You have to get in there, but there's some amazing fighters that don't use the tools, marketing and advertising tools that they need in order to expose themselves, like Conor McGregor did. And
Hmm.
he was just
Yeah.
yeah, it's unexplainable what that guy's
Right. Right. Right.
like look at his
He got
look at
into
where he
the movie.
started and look at
Nowadays
where
he
he's
got
at now.
into nowadays he got into a movie. Do you know the Roadside or what's the movie name? I forgot.
Yeah,
Like
roadside.
with Jake Roadside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You watched that movie? Now he's in
No,
the
I haven't
movie.
seen it yet, but I've seen little pieces of it. Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, I
So
mean, you got to just shoot for the stars, man.
man,
You
that's
can't
that's
just
great.
go train and go fight and then go train and go fight. You got to make noise. You got to let people know who you are.
Yes, exactly. Hmm. So, like, what is the future of RISE token in what do you expect? Like, in next 5 years, what will be the token's future? Like, if you see a long term, if you tell to a person what will be the future, who is not investing in cryptocurrency and they wanna kind of interest, to invest in RIZE token. So what you will tell to them?
I mean, obviously, like I said, do your due diligence. You got to,
Hmm.
I mean, I've made my mistakes and I've lost money, but
Right.
you got to do your due diligence. You got to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you got to have somebody that at least help you,
Right.
because there's a lot of scams out there, which, unfortunately, there's
Mhm.
tons of scams.
Right.
But the future is digital assets, digital currency. Where
Right.
we will be in a year from now, um, versus 5 years from now. I think the
Right.
first year is, the build up. It's going to be where we're at. I mean, right now would be the time to invest in and purchase the RIZE token, because in a year, obviously, it's not. We're not going to be today's price is not tomorrow's price, right?
Right. Exactly.
So we're definitely going to grow. We're definitely in it for the long term. We're not an overnight, you know,
Yes, exactly.
smoke coin or, air coin that's just going to disappear. We
Mhm.
have a utility behind it. We have a use for it, and we are, our future is our token. So,
Right. Right. Exactly.
a year from now, it's not going to be valued at the price it is now. It's definitely
Oh,
going to
that's
be
great.
at the top.
That is great. So if anyone wants to buy Rise Coin and like they should go and download your app first,
Definitely
what do you will
download it.
recommend?
Yeah, download the
Download the
app.
app.
If
Hmm.
you don't have a phone, which you know, go to the website.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know who doesn't have a phone, but you can
Yes.
download it from our website. You can download from our phone. You can download it from the Apple Watch. You can download from anywhere there's internet, or you can go to CoinGecko. You can go to Jupiter. You can go
Mhm.
to a lot of the different wallets. As long as it's a Solana base, you will be able to purchase the RISE
Mhm.
token. But the easiest
Right.
way is to download the app and click on buy the token. You'll see
Right.
it pop up. First thing that'll pop
Exactly.
up and you'll see is the RISE token.
Right, 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 right. So that's it. That's it. That's for that was great meeting with you. And like
Like,
if any of the person is not knowing what is Rise token, go in CoinGecko, go in CoinMarketCap, and search RIZE Rise, and you'll see the token right there.
absolutely. Yeah, we're
Thank
definitely
you,
looking forward
Armando.
to the future
Thank you,
of
Armando.
digital assets. And, obviously, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Uh,
time. Thanks, sir.
it was fun, man.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Talk
Thank
to you.
you.
Bye bye.
Okay, no problem.